We are the Morning Hustle.
Hey, yo, it's the Morning Hustle. L'Oreal, Kyle Santilli, and Alton Walker. And we always have guests in the studio, and today we have two people responsible for a brand new movie, I Love Boosters. We have the director, the writer, Boots Riley in the
What's up?
And we have the amazing actress. We've been seeing her put in some great work, man, in recent years.
Don't forget beautiful now.
And, yes, very beautiful. She's here to hang out with us today as well. Miss Taylour Paige. Yeah, how y'all feeling?
All right, feeling good.
I mean, this hat that you got on, Doc,
Yeah.
that thing got to cost $5,000 a minute.
Well, it's good because it carries my other 3 hats.
I know
Man,
that's
that's
right.
fire right
And
there.
underneath, I got a fish that
Come
got
on.
a top hat. And
Y'all got to see this hat, man. It's dope, man.
I love it. And it gives me, and it puts me in the mind of the film, because the film is very bright, very animated, and we see a lot of things when it comes to fashion.
yeah. You know, I kind of take what I used to do with hip hop, where you try to make it a visceral thing where people feel it. Like a lot of times, you know, in music, it's about like how you feel it, and with film, sometimes it gets so cerebral. Which my films are cerebral, but I want you to feel a thing. I want the camera to move. I want the colors to pop. I want the music to hit. And so, you know, I just kind of bring all of that from hip hop.
Yeah, because you started in a group. That's how a lot of people know you from music. So where was the transition that you were like, okay?
I was in film school when we got a record deal. I was I was in film school, but I'm from Oakland, and it was at a time when every record label had to have at least a group from Oakland. So, so we was just there at the right time, putting out records. But while I was in film school, and so at a time when I was like too broke to get gas to get to school, they offered me $50,000 to make a record. I was like, I guess I make music now.
And I remember them days, man. Y'all had Dig It, and I remember The Coup just being a group that was very much politically aware at the time. You know what I mean? And you guys were putting out some good stuff coming out the Bay.
Thank you.
You had the whole hieroglyphics crew coming out at that time. You know what I mean?
And people might, you know, like E40, we did a song together called Practice Looking Hard.
Yeah.
40.
I mean, you want to talk.
Hippopotamus.
You so funny. You want to talk about political? You got very political as well when it came to Kendrick Lamar and the track that y'all have together.
We'll call it political.
It got very. Some people had things to say about it because We Cry Together. It was a short film that was one shot. Is that correct?
Yes.
Was it one take when you went to go record the song as well?
No, that was I get in that night to meet him. The person who included me in the project was like, "You're gonna meet him, and he'll explain what you're gonna do." So I meet him, and he's like, "So we're gonna record a song," and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "It's an argument between us. You're gonna be rapping with me," and I'm like, "This is insane," but okay, let's do it. And we were in the studio till like almost 4 a.m.
Really?
We recorded it that night, but it was not one take.
It wasn't one take. But
we were vibing. It was amazing. Yes.
It was a triggering because it really did sum up a lot of people's relationships of how you do messed up things to each other, but you end up staying together.
Yeah, well, that's all of the, the 5, 6, 7-year-olds. It's all of our, that's little, in this case, little Taylor and little Kendrick. Right, and that's kind of the world we live in, is just a bunch of little kids not feeling heard and seen and loved and kind of lashing out at each other.
Yeah.
That's who those people are. They're not adults.
Right.
You know? And then I love in the beginning of the song, he says, "This is what the world sounds like," because like you were just sharing.
Yeah.
You're arguing with people online. We can't agree on anything. Everybody's waiting for someone's having their moment up, and we're just waiting, like, what happened in 1996? Was she a bully? Or everyone's looking for something to pull, and we're all.
Are you talking about me? No, I'm joking.
No, no, baby.
I'm joking.
No, mama,
I'm joking.
you no. But I'm saying that being political, I guess, is, we're all just out here. Nostalgic for the origin, nostalgic for where we come from, and we have no idea what that is. And it's very confusing and lonely, and that's why we live in this world today.
Yeah, trigger any
and
like.
then Boots makes movies, so we can kind of try
and
to digest it.
This is the kind of conversations we're having between takes.
Right.
Like that, they're all like is like big therapy session and giggle session in between all the takes on set.
Yeah. And amazing people in the film. Keke Palmer, I'm sure. And she's one of the people that doesn't mind putting out her opinions and her thoughts and how she feels.
Oh, no. She's a professor. She's an old man trapped in a beautiful 30-something-year-old body.
She does sometimes.
No, she is. I've said it.
No, that makes sense, though.
Right. She'll be like, she'll say, give me anything.
Yeah, give me a funny moment.
Just give me a line. Give me anything.
That she would say?
Just say anything. Tell me to say something.
Okay. What do you think about the catering today?
And Keke will be like, catering? Everything.
You can't stop the impersonation.
Now, wait a second, because I was about to eat some food, and, it's always like
never a dull moment.
Because I need my protein. Okay.
But I love that, too, and how you chose.
Right,
I love it. I love how you chose to cast 3 brown girls, which is something I feel like we don't often get to see when it comes to our movies. It always has to be something a little thrown in there, or maybe a white girl or something like that. But you had 3 beautiful brown women starring in this film.
Oh, yeah. Well, they were the most amazing. So I just picked the top 3 choices, and that was it. And with for instance, with Keke, we got one of the most, maybe the most loved human being in the United States.
Right.
Right. I say in the world, too.
Yeah.
Right.
And
she's pretty...
Yeah, she's out
she's
there.
She's that girl.
And then with Taylour, like just the optimism, the beauty, the real, the real connection to humanity that they all have. They observe people, and they are, just down to earth, and that's the way my movies are so crazy. I have to have the performances be real.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that you really feel it. You feel that the performances are real. I can have paper cutouts of elephants run through, and if the reaction is real, then also we got Naomi Ackie, one of the 3 that you're talking about, like one of the preeminent actors.
I loved her in this film.
Yeah,
They
got into a strong moment. Yes. I wonder have you ever got into a situation with a close friend where y'all had maybe a disagreement on certain things? Like, could you pull from that or see? Because I know I just got into an argument with one of my close friends.
It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is.
I've had,
or being the friend in between the 2 friends.
Yeah, I think. I'm not a confrontational person, but I think that's what I used to say, and now I actually think I've become more confrontational, but in a way that's more honest and direct. I think before I'd be a little bit more passive aggressive, which is not fair.
Yeah.
So I've never been someone that's like, what the,
Yeah.
Maybe with people I dated.
So the song is a little more you than we think, huh?
I never went that hard.
I would love to see you go off on somebody.
Something.
You would?
Yeah, I would like to see that. Could you just,
No, I can see it.
I just want to see it.
I can see it.
She almost did it.
Behind those eyes.
Something behind those eyes. I can see it. 100%.
Well, we all have to get comfortable with our rage. It's uncomfortable. because otherwise it ends up autoimmune.
That's right.
You end up getting sick. You got to get that out. Now, healthily, be an adult about it. But, anger is as important as an emotion as happiness, sadness, excitement. Even wanting is an emotion. Like, that's uncomfortable for people. And often that's why we're at odds and why we argue, because you're not being direct about what it is that you want.
Yeah.
You feel, probably because when you were little, your wants weren't important. You were neglected, or it was, whatever, shut up, go play over there, whatever. So often you're going around, you're tap dancing around the conversation. Mr. Morale, look, I brought it back to you.
I know, that's
now you're getting into therapy. Right?
but I think that, so when we do get comfortable, anger can just be something as, we pass through. It's not the state you stay in. It's like, I was angry and now I'm good.
Yeah.
I know a part of the movie where I wasn't angry. I thought it was actually hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
These big nipples.
Oh, yeah, that's in the trailer too. Yeah.
The big nipples. So how? Yeah, I like how like it just flipped around, and it was just because I wasn't even considering that would be a next thing that would happen. I don't want to give away too much.
Yeah.
You know, but you got to play with some nipples.
I did. You know what? And you know what? I want to say two things. That I was 5 and 6 months pregnant shooting this film.
No way.
And I was, I say all the girls, everybody on our film raised the baby in my womb because all
and we
of it
found
was
out the
laugh.
day before we started shooting.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, should we write this in? Like, because she could just be pregnant.
It could have been kind of funny at the end, like by the Mariah of all people in the end. Like,
yeah, exactly.
By the way, and then Corvette's like, with who?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay.
So
now she's rewriting the
So for shooting, you had to hide it a little bit?
Yeah, because it wasn't going to be consistent. We weren't shooting in order, so it was like big, then small.
You
then,
can see it in some scenes. I won't tell you what. Maybe that's like a trivia for the Blu-ray, spot the belly. But I was gonna say I giggled so much, so I do think my baby is such a happy, healthy.
Yeah, here's the thing: is
I love that.
Not with casting, I look for people that are really intelligent and really crazy, and because I'm crazy, so like on the thing, there's always like. Maybe we try this, maybe we try that, blah, blah, blah. And, it's kind of like best idea in the room wins. Yeah. So I got to have people that are able to feel like and have some life experience. Right. You know what I'm saying? Have some opinions about life. You talked about opinions, and I think that passion is the main thing you got to have as an artist. Not passion for making the art only, but passion for something beyond the art, so that you use that art for that passion.
Let me ask you just about your creative direction, because obviously you're known for taking these movies and going in a crazy direction with some. I remember going back to Sorry to Bother You, and I think I maybe seen the first 10 minutes.
Genius.
And then I went to sit down. I was like, yo, let's watch Sorry to Bother You. And then I sat I sat down with my family and my mother and stuff. And we got about halfway through. My mom was like, what are we watching? I'll never forget. I was like, sorry, Mom. You know what I mean? But
you were like, sorry to bother you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously it's intentional, the creativity and the things that you take on with the movie. Where does that come from? And what is it that you're trying to get across with your form of art?
Well, I always wanted to feel new. I wanted to, even coming from, because I was not just a rapper, I was also the producer. You're trying to do something that somebody else hasn't done. You're not just trying to do, I could do something as good as this person. You're like, okay, what's my lane? How do I do that? So there it comes from that. But I also want people to feel like they're having a new revelation. Like, so the characters go through something where usually are going through things where they're having a new idea about how the world is. And I want us as an audience to go through that and be like, I think the world is this way, but then something new happens and you look at the world differently. Yeah. And so not only with the storyline, but with the way things happen, with all of those things. So it's kind of like when you fall in love, all of a sudden you start looking at like the color green looks different, and then you're like, ooh, and then you have a baby and you drive by a building, you're like, I want to drive by this building with my baby again. It looks different, right.
You start noticing things you might have never noticed before.
Yeah,
depending on your situation.
Yeah, and so often, I started out as an organizer before I even was doing in film school or anything like that. And when you're bringing people through campaigns to change things, like if you go through a strike, all of a sudden, if you didn't know who the police were, you all of a sudden know who they are and what their function is, because they're not stopping the strike and telling the boss to pay you more, right? And so you understand that you get a different analysis of what's going on. You start looking at the world differently. So I want to bring people through something new, and so I got to look at how to do that. I got to look at and so with Sorry to Bother You, I was like, okay, he needs to kind of see himself differently. So I was like, boom, horse penis. And
perfect.
That sounds like
I'm telling you, it kind of reminded me of even in I Love Boosters, because I was saying I was going to bring my mother, and then when the woman got her soul snatched, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. That sounds like Witherspoon.
I'm telling you. I'm like, okay, well, wow, this is very vivid right here. Do we feel like all women could get their snow snatched like that? Like,
well, they out here snatching.
They out here snatching.
And we are going to keep that. Keep that exactly what's happening. But yeah, I think so. I think we've all. Well, I don't know. Definitely been in situations where it's lopsided.
Yeah.
And I definitely I've been in relationships before where I ask a friend that's a girl like, why are these girls so crazy? They're like, you ever thought if all of these girls are crazy that maybe you are the factor in there? Mm-hmm. And so, there's a growth that happens. And
I really appreciate, I think I can speak for all women that we appreciate your service.
That's right.
Or that self-awareness. Yeah.
We love that.
And you've been in the game. You've been working, following your career. And you had the opportunity to work with my favorite comedian. I'm a comedian, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
In Beverly Hills Cop. Just tell me, how was that experience working with him?
It was incredible. It was challenging. It was pretty surreal because I know every line to the Nutty Professor. And I needed to let him know that I knew the line.
No, that's right.
So every day he showed up to work, I'd be like, and he'd be like, here we go. Let me guess. And so that was how we bonded. But I think I made Eddie Murphy laugh. So
that's
I love that. That's all that matters.
Right.
You had legends in this film as well. You have Demi Moore. You have Don Cheadle. Like, how was it working alongside them and you getting them in the film?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Don Cheadle is such a legend. He's so freaking funny.
I was clapping when I saw him pop up on the screen.
He's crazy. He's unrecognizable. I mean, you recognize him because we put his name there. But he's unrecognizable. That was what he wanted to do. He was like, I want to do this, but let's do so. So we collaborated on that look. Actually stole it from a friend of mine. I won't say that person will have to look at it.
He's like, wait a minute.
It got a little scary.
Yeah. And Demi also bent over backwards. Everybody bent over backwards, let me say, to make this movie. Like, this is something where, I won't get into everybody's business, but we did this movie for the budget that we did this movie for, you are going to be surprised when you see the movie. Because we're trying to make blockbuster movies. Like, it's just like this. Like, when I became an artist, I'm making like whatever underground, blah blah blah. But I grew up listening to the radio, pop stuff. I grew up watching Goonies. I grew up watching, Star Wars. All these things. Like, that's what shapes me, and I want to make these. I want to make big movies for that talk about the things I'm talking about, that star Black folks, that and that push the limits. So
it was incredible. The movie looks incredible, and I just wonder, because I noticed that Lakeith does play a part in a lot of your films. So I look at, like, Ryan Coogler has Michael B. Jordan. You have Spike that has Denzel. Is he your leading guy?
I mean, this is, I mean, we bonded on Sorry to Bother You. Like, we had to struggle to make that movie for so little that a lot of what he's wearing is from my closet.
Wow.
Right? Because we didn't have a budget for a lot of stuff. So, like, a lot of we're just bonded like that, and so he's definitely.
I don't think shopping out of your closet will be bad though. Like,
I got it. I'm gonna tell you now. I would have never put this together. Like, you see, I'm like black on black on black. Like, it's gotta be my socks gotta be black. And
I ain't gonna lie, this is the best I've seen you look in a while.
Oh my God. I Love Boosters, the movie.
Help him boost a little bit. Tell and teach him.
Oh man.
I do need stylists, man.
We're fashion forward philanthropy. We can help you out.
You know fashion, girlfriend.
I don't know anything about it.
Listen, you know what I love? Let's talk about your wedding really quickly. You wore braids.
Oh yes.
At your wedding, you looked bomb at your wedding. It was amazing.
Thank you so much.
What made you go with that look? Did your husband help you out with that?
My husband,
because he's a fashion designer.
He is a clothing designer. I don't know if I think he is. Since we met, has always been like, you look so fire in braids.
I love it.
So I guess, I don't know, I think I wanted to do something. What was the thought? I don't know. It was kind of a long time ago now. We're going to renew eventually.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, because it was so thrown. I was actually shooting Beverly Hills Cop when we got married. So imagine I was shooting yesterday and I got married the next day.
That's a lot.
That's not how it should go down. You know, you should be relaxed.
Take your time with it.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like, it felt very shotgun. We got married at a same day chapel and it ended up being, 100 something people, but it was still just on this Wednesday in the middle. It was wild.
It definitely didn't look like a last thought situation.
That's how love happens.
Yeah.
That's how love happens.
You gotta hurry up and do it before you change your mind.
Around and you get back up when it knocks you down.
Oh, it sounds like a song I heard.
Right, exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, Hit the Floor was my show.
Oh, here we go.
I don't care. I loved you on there.
Thank you.
Why are we gonna see? Do you think they'll ever bring it back?
Not
Would
with
you be
me.
ready to do that, like cheerleading?
No.
You can't be the coach. You can't come back as the coach.
those proverbial
over.
pom poms up.
But we do need to see her dancing.
We
'cause
love
she's-
that,
she's-
right?
Yeah.
There will be more dancing roles. I have some things.
Because a lot of people don't know you trained professionally under Debbie Allen.
I
That's
did.
crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What did you learn from her outside of?
Did she have the cane
She did.
and say
Yeah.
this is going to be
Either
cane?
fame costs. Yeah, she did. I had lunch with her last Sunday. Actually, she's just the best.
She's doing a different world, right? Are
Yes,
you gonna make a little cameo appearance?
No, I'm not. But she also is directing the August Wilson play right now with Taraji, and she's just the best. She's also, it was so crazy. Let this be a message for everyone. She's like, look, I'm 76 years old and I still have to jump through hoops.
Come on.
Wow.
So, and I think you take that because you go, you know what? I can still jump through hoops if Debbie Allen has to. Like,
Right.
Yeah. So go on, Hit the Floor reunion.
girl, sometimes it's best to leave things where they are. You know what my grandmother would say? Long rest her soul. She'd be like, leave. What she said? What would she say? It was like, she talked about a rug. Leave it where it lies. Leave it where it lies.
Leave it where it lies.
Yeah, leave it where it lies.
Yeah,
It was a great,
loved
it was my first thing right out of college. It was very, very challenging. I worked like a dog.
Really?
But I'm so happy that people continue to love that show and, enjoy it.
Would you say that was your hardest role?
It's hard because it's like you don't know what you don't know, and I think you're so young and so eager and you're so willing. And I think at that point I was still 21, a baby. Like I'm still auditioning for my personality and just you say yes to things that you really don't want to say yes to. And there was, we would have rehearsal at 6 a.m. sometimes and then I'd be in hair and makeup and then have a long day. But, you want to show them that you can do it's just. I didn't have the agency that I do now. It was a good educational learning experience, and I loved the girls, but it was time to go.
Yeah.
And from the outside as just a fan, I've seen you be in projects that allow you to act a lot more.
Yes.
And show what your thing is. Ending up with I Love Boosters.
I Love Boosters.
Your movie.
Get your movies together.
That is out May 22nd, where she's doing her best work.
That's right. That's right.
It's like go see the damn film.
We want everybody to go check it out. I Love Boosters.
It's so good,
May
y'all.
22nd. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
For folks that are fans of Sorry to Bother You or any of my other work, Sorry to Bother You, we released it a few hundred theaters at a time, moved it week by week over the whole summer. But this, we're coming out first day, 2,500 screens.
Nice.
Come on,
right?
Crazy.
Nice.
And it's big, and it's an opportunity, but it's also a make it or break it situation. So if you see the trailer and it seems like something you want to see, if you want to see more films like this, I need y'all to come out, wear matching monochrome, whatever you're gonna do.
That's right. Come on.
And show up on the first day. Don't wait for later. It's also a film. The reason why it has so much color in it it's something that you got to see on the big screen.
It really it is. It's not for the living room. It will be later, but it's to be shared.
Yeah, you want to say I was there.
And it's a fun like book a night and go, after.
And you're going to have to see it a couple times because sometimes people are laughing over other lines.
Right. Yeah. That's right. You can't hear certain things because they laughing so loud. Yeah. Like when y'all took a jab at Candace Owens.
Oh, right. I think it's also the amazing Carrie Young. She's incredible. A shout out. I know we're talking about our movie, but everyone should go see Is God Is.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Is
incredible.
God Is comes out
also, she's
May 15th.
in Proof with Io and Don Cheadle right now, and they're incredible. So everyone go see that too.
Absolutely.
Black excellence.
There we go.
Watch everything black.
We want everybody to go check out the movie. Listen, I love Boosters. Boots Riley, Taylour Paige. We appreciate y'all being here. And we wish you much success with it as well, man.
Thank you so much.
And I'm coming to your closet, man. I got to put some color. I need some color in my life.
Wanna Hustle Show.
I Love Boosters 2 coming as well.
Yes, and you're going to be in it.
There we go.
You belong with us, mama.
I Love Boosters 2 happens afterwards out on the street.
But it's T-O-O, not 2.
There we go.
Oh, that'll be new.
2. Look, he's
we creating this right now.